Trap music, like, you could really change your life.
Mm-hmm.
Trap music, trap music is the American dream, bro. What up, y'all? Welcome back to another TheStereoVision podcast.
What's good? Back with the mics, back ready to say some shit.
You're.
Oh, I forgot we were supposed to swear in the first 30 seconds.
It's fine, you know. We'll get there.
Fuck.
We're learning how to be YouTubers, guys, you know. Speaking of which, like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on our post notifications.
Hit the bell. We haven't ever told you to hit the bell.
Yeah,
but some
that's
people
post
have hit the bell.
notifications.
Yeah, no, I looked at the stat. We have like 100 people that hit the bell.
Thank you for hitting the bell,
Make
guys.
it 101 if you haven't already.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to talk about some interesting shit today.
Comment a thumbs up emoji down below. You know what I mean? I'll probably tell you to comment a lot of shit down below.
Pick your favorite.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, so I guess we could talk about Rocky, yeah. Because that's probably the most recent drop that was exciting me because that's all I fucking listen to.
Yeah.
I only play Rocky.
Huge resurgence for Rocky. Just so smart to release old shit that a lot of people haven't heard. Like we saw it with Mac too, and just kind of the momentum it gives an artist, you know?
I was just really, really on testing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I had like gotten back to it was really his last two albums, bro. Guns and Butter and Brother Man, I think are like two of my favorite A$AP Rocky songs ever.
Yeah.
And then this tape coming back just made me really appreciate how great he is. Because he's someone who could fly under the radar so easy.
Yeah.
Like,
And just the fact that this came out in 2011. And it like, I don't know, we talked about it a little bit in the reaction video. Go watch that if you haven't seen it yet. But it was just, he created psych rap. Honestly, like, you can draw lines to Cudi. Cudi definitely influenced him. But, like, I think as we know, I think he created it, and I don't think there is a Travis Scott really without Live Love A$AP. Honestly,
is there even? I would argue that no one has ever made music like A$AP Rocky, and A$AP Rocky is completely in a lane of his own. Because I think that he actually makes psych rap, and I don't think Kid Cudi or Travis makes psych rap really.
They have psych rap songs.
Yeah. I don't like A$AP is so. He's weird, bro.
He's an artist, man. Like you can tell when someone is like truly an artist beyond a rapper, beyond a recording artist, beyond a singer. But like in everything they do, they take this, you know, unique perspective on life, you know, and you can see it in his fashion, in his music, in just the way that he carries himself, you know. Like, there's never going to be another, like, A$AP Rocky.
I think you're definitely right, because I think the most direct comparison is Travis. Like, I think that's what makes most sense, but, yeah, I think it's, like, I don't want to put him in a box.
Because there isn't one.
I want to say that man is really just fucking one of one, like, for real. I think he might be maybe the most unique rapper we have in the game.
Interesting.
Wow. Probably, especially after testing.
In a lane of his own, for sure.
After testing being his last project. I mean, if you count, like, what, Tizo?
Yeah, there's some pretty off-the-wall motherfuckers.
I don't even count him as a rapper, bro. But then they're not even rappers.
I mean, you could look at, like, a JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, because he is insane.
You know?
Shout out Ari, bro. He just went to a JPEG Mafia show this weekend, bro.
Hey, and shout out new little JPEG project, EP.
Yeah,
dope.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey. Halloween just passed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Happy Halloween to y'all.
Happy Halloween.
Hope none of y'all went trick-or-treating, old ass motherfuckers. But you were talking about, like, the best rapper costumes. I only saw two. And they were both heinous. Like, really, 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 really funny. The Weeknd was fully just dressed as a white man.
That was insane. And not just dressed as a white man, because, like, Nas went as Scarface. And, like, but, like, he did like full whiteface.
It
like,
was dog. Okay, like I like dog. I don't know. I was low key scared because I was like, I did not fucking know that was him at first, bro.
No, even after knowing it was him, I look at that and I still don't see Abel. I cannot see Abel.
That is Don Corleone, but that shit was hard. And then Yo Gotti had a really good one. He had
What
the
was
Squid
he?
Games costume.
Oh, I did see
and
that.
he got in on it with his producer who was in the stew.
I did see that.
That shit made me laugh.
I'm finally on the last episode of that shit. It's taken me so long to watch, but
hey,
last episode
you completed it. That's Spencer completed some. That's you don't. Be
well, I haven't yet.
Do it
tonight. I will. Yeah, big cliffhanger on episode 8. So I'll definitely be watching.
And I guess it's only kind of right. Oh yeah, wait.
Because there is a best answer.
Who?
Not a rapper.
Who?
Rihanna is Gunna.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
Rihanna is Gunna was really fucking iconic.
That was really funny.
That shit was insane.
It was just the poses too, because she hit all the poses, bro. She got the hair done. The fit was just so funny too.
Yeah, and then Lizzo as Kim Kardashian was pretty funny too.
Dog, that fucking sent me because it looked bad when Kim did it too. So what are you doing, like, bro? Like, that's just a funny outfit, bro.
Funny as fuck.
You're fucking stalking, bro. What are you doing, bro? But hey,
I love seeing all the costumes, bro. Meg the Stallion looked good. Pinhead, you see that? Oh yeah, she looks pretty good,
bro. All these niggas with money, bro, really be going all out. So if you get a check, you're gonna go all out for Halloween?
Yeah, probably.
Like, what would you be? Like Spencer with unlimited funds, what would you have been this year?
Unlimited funds? Wow, that's a hard question. Unlimited funds. I've always kind of wanted to be an astronaut. And I went to like this designer costume store in Playa Vista where everything's like $1,000 or whatever, and they had this astronaut, and I was like, that's hard. I would wear that if it wasn't Halloween. The helmet is done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that would be a pretty fucking sick costume.
Okay.
But I don't know how I'd get in to the mask to drink and smoke and party. You know, like,
it doesn't go up?
It probably does.
Yeah, bro. But I guess it would be a long way in, I guess.
A long way in. What would you be?
You know, bro. You know, I am not putting in any more effort than I did. You could give me $1 million, bro. I would still... What was I this year?
Nothing. You were a scarecrow.
I was a scarecrow, the best scarecrow y'all ever seen. So, like, you know,
this man wore a flannel shirt.
I'm not finna like, bro. I'm not. What am I dressing up for, bro? It's
fun.
It's dark.
For fun.
It's dark.
You don't like to have fun.
It's dark.
What's your problem with dressing up for things?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It's like
if there's a theme party, do you even try?
Yeah.
Do you?
In the most unique way.
Which is what, not trying?
No, bro. It's like, it's so obvious to do like something. Like, I want to be like a little, like, you know, I put more thought into it, I think.
Yeah.
If I do a more unique thing, you know, like, I'd rather be the tree in the background of the most iconic scene of the movie than a movie character.
This dude said he put more effort.
T-shirt.
Terrible. That's terrible,
you wear a green T-shirt, brown pants.
That's terrible.
Bro, versatility, bro. I really like to challenge myself, I think. I like the question, what are you? And then, like, you got to think on your feet, like...
No, you're just lazy.
Yeah,
you don't like to dress up.
Maybe, bro. Let me get a bag. I'll do something. No, because I'm not putting no fucking face makeup on, bro. These NBA niggas were wild, bro. Like, LeBron was like Freddy Cougar. Russell Westbrook was Chucky.
Looked great.
Nigga, that probably took 3 hours of prep time.
Okay.
You finna go, like, do what? To go drink?
I don't know. Just to make the night special. Everyone's doing it. I don't think there's anything... I don't think there's anything ugly about it. I think just having fun.
It's not ugly because I fuck with the costumes. The costumes are cool, but yeah. I couldn't do it. I could do a Christmas though. I'll put on a Christmas hat. I'll be Santa Claus.
You would put on nice. You'd spend a bunch of money on a Met Gala fit. To what? Go watch a show?
Yeah.
Drink with your friends?
Get my pictures off. Get like
what's different? What's the difference?
If there was any time to get a fit pic, it's at the Met Gala.
Okay, or Halloween's a great time to get a fit pic, but like take a funnier angle on it. You know, you're not. It's not as pretentious.
My fit pic. Your Met Gala doesn't have to be pretentious.
No, it doesn't.
My Met Gala fit would just be that's a great fit pic as opposed So you're telling me that a Halloween fit pic is comparable to a Met Gala fit pic?
No, it was an extreme example. I'm just saying I don't think there's anything corny about putting effort into a costume.
That was not a bad claim.
Yeah?
That was not a bad claim though. If you would have like cuz those Halloween costumes live on for a while.
Yeah.
They do get reposted. Met Gala fish, living for life. It's not a bad comparison.
I got my little disposables from Halloween developed today. Gonna hit those tomorrow. It's gonna be some of my favorite fucking pictures.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I feel you. You know. We'll see.
Talking about the fucking costumes. This is now the fashion, StereoVision fashion.
Hey man, we put that shit on over here.
If
we were talking about Yo Gotti, I want to talk about ESTG.
Yeah, you've been listening to him a lot
lately.
My
favorite rapper of Tuesday.
Favorite rapper of this Tuesday.
Bro, dog, I can't stop listening to this man, bro.
What is it about him?
It's so problematic. I was realizing this when I was explaining it too. Because, like, I love the fact that I feel like he's really about everything he says, which is scary. You know what I mean? Because obviously this nigga be rapping some wild shit. But yeah, there's just this thing about validity for me, I think. I think when I know what you're about and then I listen to your lyrics and you're rapping about some shit, like, because he be rapping about situations like Young Shiner, like, I work hard as fuck to get here, like, most hated. But when you really have those ops, when you really have those haters, when you really conquered those obstacles, bro, like, that should be hitting hard. That should be motivation. I think he's really motivational for me. Like, it gets me like, it sounded like really like hype, you know?
Yeah. Same reason that I think Griselda strikes such a chord with you, right?
Yeah. I think I do see, like, it's kind of weird because obviously, like, you know, I got a pops or whatever, so, like, that's OG. But, like, you know, like, I think, like, when you see older people in rap, for me at least, you know, because, I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all music listeners can relate. A lot of my biggest role models in life are musicians. Like, people who, like, I'm not finna model my life pattern for pattern after these dudes, but, like, the way they got to it, the work that they put in, you know, it's motivational. Like, to see someone who really had to do that, that shit gets me lit, bro. That shit's really cool.
No,
bro.
for sure. There is a lot to say about authenticity, and we were kind of talking about it earlier about, like, the value of trap, you know, and of that kind of music, and is there value in this music that might, you know, have, like, a negative message, you know? And what do you think?
Is there value in it? I think it might be, like, so after I asked, I was thinking about it, I think it almost might be the most necessary genre in music. Like, because Adele dropped, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously not our lane, but that single's going to do numbers. That's going to be big. It was relatable. And it provided people with comfort. The same way that trap does, but trap does that times 10 for thousands of kids in the hood that don't have a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you take it from that literal perspective and then you expand it and you're like, okay, say you're not from the hood, you could still take from the work ethic, take from the grind, take from them sacrificing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these niggas is making a lot of money in the streets. You have to walk away from thousands of dollars to go say, let me pivot and hustle in a more smart way. You know, like, that decision making, those sacrifices, like, I don't know, I think the motivation and the voices that they're speaking for and, like, the message that they put out there is veiled in a lot of shit that at, like, surface level may not be good, but has so much value, like, under the surface.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, art, like, it's not like every artist comes from this mold where, oh, you have to draw and write and perfect your craft your whole life and you have to have access to these resources. You know, people are just born as artists and born with, you know, a voice, a story, a skill. And so, like, I think it's just so important that these artists tell their story. You know, regardless of what it is, where you are, you have to be authentic to yourself when creating your art, you know?
That's such a fact, bro. Trap music, like, you could really change a life. Trap music, trap music is the American dream, bro. Anybody could do it. No matter where you from, no matter what your circumstances is, bro, like, you could get a stew, like, you could get a recording, bro, you could just talk your shit about your life.
Yeah.
What's going on in the hood today? Like, what's happening around your block? Like, who you seeing, bro? Even if you're not in it, bro, like, who's Big Dog? What you seeing the moves like OGs making, you know, people just around you, bro. Like, trap music is really observation rap.
Yeah.
You know? And you can expand from that. You see Baby said, I'm sharpening my pen or whatever, you know? But he was able to start just by getting comfortable talking about what he's seeing, you know?
Yeah. It's the same with, you brought up Adele. It's like, Adele tells stories about her life that people can relate to, and it touches people because they can connect with it. It's the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's for us to say what a good life, what a bad, like what we don't have to put good and bad value on messages and experiences. As long as somebody can relate to them and gets meaning from them, there's value.
But are we weird?
For what?
Bro, this nigga ESTG said, like, you want to change your life? My best advice, buy a brick of fentanyl. Or some shit like that, bro. Like, that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and for me, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's hard. And I take it a different way than if my mom heard that. But is she wrong for taking it the way that she takes it?
No.
Is it the obligation of people to look deeper into these like meanings? Because then I think we're talking about a bigger issue. Because why is there like such a heavy war on drugs? You know what I mean? Like, you look at like, what are you really accomplishing? You know what I mean? Like, do you even look at why these people are doing what they're doing, or you just want them behind bars and out of your community? You know, like it might speak to a bigger issue. Like, trap music really is, I don't know.
And something like that, where it doesn't seem like there could be many redeeming qualities behind something like, you want to get rich, here's what you do, here's the, and then promote something that is dangerous in both, traffic and just usage. But I think where it gets messed up is if someone like your mom heard it, she would not be wrong in thinking, oh, like, this doesn't connect with me. This is against what I believe. But I think she would be wrong if she tried to force others to think like she did. You know what I'm saying?
That frustrates you?
Huh?
I'm a weirdo, and I'm argumentative, and I like for like, I really crave for people to understand. Like, I want people to feel what I feel in music.
Yeah.
I want to articulate that to other people. I want to be like, you know what I mean? And when people don't get that, it does kind of frustrate me, because I'm like, I hear this beautiful message, and for you to like belittle it, like, 'cause it sounds crazy, but it really is. It does sound beautiful to me. What Lil Baby talking about, like, what these niggas that came out the trenches really be talking about. That shit like puts a smile on my face, bro. And so many people are just so dismissive of it. Like, that shit's frustrating as fuck, bro.
No, it really is. It really is frustrating.
Because what are you listening to instead?
Okay, but that's what I don't think you can do, because we cannot belittle their music, because it's probably just as beautiful to them and speaks the same message as our music does to us. You know what I mean? I just don't think there's any objectivity in music, and you can't, like, at the end of the day, like, I want people to understand what I get from this music too, but I'm not going to trip if they don't, because you have something that gives you a spark, I have something that gives me, it doesn't have to be the same thing, you know?
Is there any music that can be criticized?
No, probably not. If it does something for someone, then it's valuable, you know?
So then I'm interested in, I guess, like you said, it's just not for you. It doesn't have to be for you. So you just don't gotta play it for people.
You just don't gotta listen to it, you know? You don't gotta shit on it. Like, I can't think of an artist right now that I would be like, yeah, like, they'd be better off not making music.
I'm trying to think, or like someone who's like, I more so would go towards the avenue of someone who I've seen do really well and is so clearly phoning it in. Is that, am I allowed to criticize that?
I don't know, because it's like,
who am I to say that they're phoning it in?
And even if they are phoning it in, if it has the desired effect, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Effort always has to be there. Effort and intent should always be there. As long as those two things are there, if it sounds bad to me, that don't matter. But you got to try. If your effort is ever in question, I think that your shit is probably whack. And I can talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a lot of people would say that a lot of the music we listen to, there's not effort, because they don't get it. You know what I mean?
So I'm trying to think of low effort music. I'm trying to think of what would I call low effort music.
A lot of people would call Gunna low effort music. I have heard a lot of people say that.
But they don't understand rap. I think anyone who understands rap would say Gunna does this shit.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna dip my toes into pop music and listen to one song from an artist that I don't know and a genre that I don't listen to and say, oh, they didn't put effort into that, because it's not what I spend my time working to understand and gaining value from. You know?
I think it's valid. I think that's valid, because I can't really think of anyone that I would. It's difficult for me to think of someone that I would even claim as a low effort artist.
Yeah.
I really can't. Like, I'm racking my brain.
We promote positivity over here at TheStereoVision.
Honestly, like, there's no reason to, like. It's fun to converse about music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, obviously, like, you could debate. Like, that's what we do all the time. But, like, as long as you come to the conclusion that your opinion is your opinion, I think that should always be the ultimate thing.
At the end of the day, there's no metric for success, in my opinion, to art. You know what I'm saying? Because the only measurable metric you could use is sales. And that we just know isn't what we should be basing a win off of, you know?
What defines success, then?
If it speaks to people, if it changes anyone and everyone, you know, like, I don't know. I think you could be the smallest, most underground artist, and if you have this group of 100 people you make music for, and it changes their life, you're a successful artist.
Culture 3 successful?
I mean, to me, it wasn't that successful. But to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there are people out there that loved that, got a lot from it, you know?
I can see that.
But I guess you could compare. No, it's all perspective.
Yeah.
It's all perspective.
I think that when you're going for something, or when you put out a message maybe of experimentation,
mm-hmm.
and it's not that, I don't get that. Maybe that's when I get frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard. It is hard to really criticize music and sound valid and not sound like a dickhead, bro. Because, like, if you don't like it, just don't listen to it.
Yeah. And it's tied to experience. Music is tied to experience too. Like, an example that I'm thinking of is at Halloween parties this weekend, I was talking to specifically, I remember having a conversation with one girl about, like, psych rock. You know what I mean? And we started talking about the Grateful Dead because I had the show lined up, you know? And she's like, no, it's never done it for me. I don't like it. I don't get it. It doesn't speak to me. And at the time I was like, I like it. You know, I listen to them, but I can see it, you know? And then on Halloween, I went to the show. I went to the Dead & Co show. And after that, like, it has more meaning and more, like, purpose to me than, like, a lot of music does, you know? And I don't see how anyone could ever have that experience and still say that this music isn't powerful. You know what I mean? But not everyone can have that experience, and not everyone even wants that experience.
Yeah, that stuff is like music is the most personal thing, damn near.
Yeah.
Like, the most personal art form, because no one has your ear the same way no one has your eye, the same way no one likes the same, like, you know, everyone got a type in terms of, like, relationships or whatever, like, mm-hmm. the type of music you like. So it's like you said, it's fair to say that something hasn't hit. I think you should always try.
Yeah.
You should always try, and you should never be dismissive.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, can we talk about the best person in rap music?
Who do you want to talk about?
My favorite.
Your favorite?
My favorite person in rap music.
Who's your favorite person?
DJ Akademiks.
Oh my God, you want to talk about Akademiks?
I want to have this conversation on camera, because this is an off-camera conversation. Me and Spencer be really talking off camera, bro. I really like, you know, I enjoy conversing with this kid, both on and off the camera.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
But sometimes he says some crazy stuff, bro. Like,
I don't think that's that crazy.
It's blasphemous to hate on Akademiks at this point.
Why?
He doesn't deserve it.
He's good at what he does. I'm not denying that. You said that, and I agree that he is good at what he does. But there are so many people that are good at what they do that I do not find likable, and I do not necessarily think are, like, solid people all the time.
What does he do that's not solid? What has Akademiks ever done that's not solid?
Just watching him talk. I mean, at some point, there's just an energy to people you know, like I can't even explain it and point at things, but I hear him talk and I don't think he's solid, and I don't really like listening to him talk.
I don't understand. It's the same way as like music though. Mm-hmm. Who are we to call him not solid unless he has shown us that he has reason to be called that? Mm-hmm. If he's done something to show his colors, yeah. Mm-hmm. But like, all he does is he got on when he was young. Mm-hmm. We had a show where he was a young guy with an old head. Yeah. Clearly two people who are going to be on two opposite sides of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. He argued, got better with each episode. By the end of that shit, was holding his own enough so to say that Joe could leave and they could still keep doing the show successfully. Yeah. Then as he grew up, just continued to launch a better solo career for himself. And now this nigga's on top talking to the most famous rappers, getting the most exclusive interviews out of anyone else in the game right now. Mm-hmm.
But you're just saying that he's good at what he does.
Nah, bro. People aren't talking to this nigga if he's not likable. People aren't watching the show if he's not likable.
I don't think that's true. People still go on Vlad TV.
Like, but
Vlad's a fucking cop, bro. People still go on it. Blast was on his shit like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
But why do they go on it?
Views, exposure,
to get
business
on.
move.
Yeah, to get on.
Yeah.
I don't think people go on academic shit to get on. I think people go on academic shit to get their shit off.
I definitely, to use his platform to get their shit off. Not to talk to him.
At Akademiks.
Because they know that he is provocative and he's really good at saying things that are going to get a lot of attention.
He's not provocative, he's unfiltered.
What's the difference?
Provocative is you're provoking someone intentionally. You're saying something that you know will get a reaction.
I don't think you have to be intentional to be provocative.
Yes, you do, bro. When I agitate or poke, it's with a purpose. It's to get a rise out of someone. You know what I mean? It may not be to make someone like fully mad or nothing, but like there is, you know what you're doing, unless you're stupid or like socially like, you know what I mean? Like if you're agitating someone or being provocative, that's, you know what I mean? Akademiks is just, he's real.
You can be provocative by completely being yourself. I'm not saying you, but people can 100% be provocative people by just being themselves. Totally.
How?
Totally.
I think that's annoying then.
Okay.
That's agitating.
Okay.
Akademiks says things that we would all say in passive conversation but wouldn't say to someone's face necessarily because we'd be afraid of hurting their feelings. Mm-hmm. Akademiks says it saying, okay, I want to have here's what I fuck with. Mm-hmm. He says, I'm going to say the wild shit, but I'm not running from it. I'll have a face-to-face conversation with you now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He never ran from the smoke, which is what I fuck with. So he's like, I'm going to say this, let's talk about it, and I'm not afraid of being wrong because now we had a conversation. Mm-hmm. And it works out for both of us. You got to get your shit off. I learned more. Everyone watched both of us, and now everyone's talking about both of us. Mm-hmm. Because when people get proven them wrong, he not firing back saying they stupid. He just be quiet. Yeah. And niggas still laugh at Akademiks all the time. Aiden Ross calls this nigga fat all the time, bro. Like, you the whole community of niggas that clown him for falling asleep on his own fucking Twitch stream. Mm-hmm. But them niggas is gonna ride with him every fucking week. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't know. There's just not a level of likability for me that I have not felt a connection with him as a personality from the content I've watched. And I will say it hasn't, I don't watch a lot of his shit because I have these opinions about him, you know?
I only say this because I 100% agreed with you. Mm-hmm. Until, like, literally, shout out Grand Wizard Chat, nigga, you know what I mean? Until I started following that account, bro, and, like, actually, like, looking at how he handles his shit, I was like, oh, shit, he's not just some dumbass say. Like, he's a smart-ass motherfucker, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, everything with him is very, like, it's calculated. You know what I mean? Like, he knows what the fuck, like, to do when he has the platform. He knows how to capitalize on the moment perfectly.
Okay. But that doesn't make him a good person.
It doesn't make him, what makes him a bad person, though? That's the thing. Like, I feel like I could. Like, there's a lot of things that could be pointed to that Akademiks has done positively for the culture, and I don't know what negative he's brought to the culture.
I just think that the way, I don't know. I think he instigates he instigates negativity a lot of the times in his interviews on his show. Like,
I think like maybe the 6ix9ine stuff is what people are getting caught up with. Because besides that, I don't think he's aligned himself with anyone negative. And I don't know, he didn't even say no hater shit towards. He was actually the only person to come out supposedly in support of 6ix9ine. Like I ain't never heard Akademiks be on no real hater shit. He had Brittany Renner on his podcast, and everyone hates her. Yeah. And this nigga sat down and had a conversation with her.
Yeah.
DJ Akademiks, come on the pod, man. Let's chat it up, bro.
We can. I'd love to talk to him, and I'd probably like him a lot more after talking to him. But just from what I've seen,
I mean, I think it goes perfectly into. We were really having some fire pod talk before this, bro, because he does fit into like my whole problem with. Damn it! It does make judgment is the problem with music. Stop judging music. The people, the personalities, everything involved with it. You know, just how we just had that whole conversation about music is subjectivity. When you like put these labels on like people or how they talk about things or putting them in this box. Like Akademiks does what he does and is pushing the culture forward in a more unique way. Because yes, he puts people in situations where they have to defend themselves, but if you defend yourself right, because if you really are about your shit, you know what I mean, you can make Akademiks look funny, you know what I mean? You're going to come out on top and now people are going to know more of your side of the story. You know what I mean? It's like the toxic shit we're talking about with Future, bro. Don't label that man as toxic, bro. Like, he's just talking his shit, bro. Like,
he is toxic, bro.
That's not toxic, bro. That's just judgment, bro, of people who could just say that. It's just a word, bro. Toxic means nothing.
What was the Future line you were talking about before the show?
Bro, if she catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry, bro.
That's not toxic?
No, bro, because if you get cheated on by Future, he has it in a song. Why are you surprised?
You don't think the act of cheating is like wrong?
Because I don't think he was cheating. I don't think he ever loved her.
Well, he just said if you catch me cheating, which is him admitting to cheating.
That's him saying, I know you gonna call it cheating. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. If you want to be mad, you can be mad. If you want to leave me, you can leave me. If you want to call that cheating, cool. I'm not gonna say sorry because I don't think it was cheating.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying, bro. It's real easy to point fingers, and everyone got an opinion. Everyone got a phone. Everyone got a comment section. You know, damn. Okay. So I guess your academic stuff does kind of make sense, because I think maybe he does add fuel to that fire of everyone thinking they got an opinion.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Is we were talking about how just don't be dismissive, just don't put people in boxes. Let these artists do what they do. But like Akademiks is not an artist making music. You know, he is someone commentating on music. So he is.
Don't put us in a box.
Well, but we just had the whole conversation about how music is subjective to us, and I'm not going to belittle you for thinking something's good that I don't think is good.
But no one's going. But I'm saying don't put. You're saying that Akademiks can get put in a box because he's not a musician?
No, I'm saying he can get put in a box for pressing people about music.
How he press people? He don't press nobody.
He does press people.
Who's ever been pressed by DJ Akademiks?
You're asking me to pull out all these specific interviews.
Because, bro, like, ain't nobody intimidated by DJ Akademiks, bro. If DJ Akademiks says something, I think everyone's very excited to either threaten to smack him the fuck up or go on his podcast and make him look stupid. And he knows that. So he just says it because he's like, okay, it's out there now. I now have a platform, so now you can't run away from it. So let's talk about it on my TV show. Like, it's just like it's there, but it's not. It's like I don't think he just says shit, bro. And
do you think he does that from just like a really authentic place?
Bro, yes, it's shit that we want. I think he says the shit that we be like just thinking in our head, wondering all the time. Like I think he's like really. I think there's a purity to the content.
I don't know. I just think a lot of the shit that he does say that might be shit that we say all the time. I don't know. I don't think that everything that comes out my mouth is something I'm proud of or is something that, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm like, oh, that was just a thought. I think we are so much more than our thoughts, and I don't think we need to like shit on ourselves for having those thoughts, but I don't think we need to put them on a pedestal and have this poster child for them and say, oh, as long as he's honest about them, there is no wrong. You know, as long as he keeps it real. Because you can keep it real and still be fucked up.
But why do we have to hide that? Just be fucked up then. Why do you have to hide? If you're fucked up, why would you hide that? I'd rather you be honest about it. I'd rather see it up front and honest than get surprised by it later. This shit is not as black and white as we sent. There's no more villains. I don't think there's any villains in music anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's any negative parties in music anymore. I don't think I take any of these niggas seriously anymore. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's like, we could rap on this a little bit because I think this shit is so saturated. Mm-hmm. You know?
How so?
Everyone is saying shit. Everyone got a Twitter with fucking a couple 100,000 followers and is like, I don't know. I don't take anyone that serious in this music shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you can have your own personal opinion, but I leave it at a personal opinion. Yeah. The only things I'm taking from these people are like maybe like motivation advice or like work ethic advice on how they got there. Mm-hmm. But besides that.
But that's because you're like you have, as a person, really good perspective and like understanding of who you are, which is definitely probably not the case for a lot of people. Just because you don't take them seriously doesn't mean they don't have massive impact on a ton of people.
So because you get that platform, mm-hmm. Are you okay? Walk with me now, y'all. Walk with me now. It's like the Elon Musk thing. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about how he's gonna pledge $6 billion if the UN can explain to him what they're gonna do to end world hunger? Yeah. Do you feel that Elon Musk has a responsibility to end world hunger because he got billies? Yes. Why?
Because he has the capability to do so.
How?
He has billies.
That's not. It's hard to get those things organized, though. Like we just said, you got to go through the UN. Yeah. The UN has 17 sustainability goals that they have for 2030, and they haven't accomplished any of them. Mm-hmm.
And so he's trying. He's pressing them, saying, I want to do something with this privilege that I have.
I think that Elon said it, though, because there's just been like he commented under an article that was like, Elon Musk has the capability to end world hunger if he did this. Like, if he just pledged 2% of his wealth. Like, I feel like people put this responsibility on famous people or people with a lot of money, mm-hmm. where it's like, yes, you're influential. And, like, I don't know if you should be influential, though. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, I don't know if they should be more influential than a judge, lawyer, doctor type, you know? Like,
but people care. They make people care because people connect with them. So you can't say someone should be or shouldn't be. There's people that have that charisma, that have that spark.
But that's a problem with society, bro. People need to look inward rather than outward to these other people. And these other people, and I think that they see that too. Mm-hmm. And they're going to start, and they're contributing to society moving forward by not sugarcoating shit. Mm-hmm. I don't listen to Lil Nas X like that, but what he's doing, being balls to the wall himself, and like, bro, like when Boozy is coming at him, being with all the smoke with Boozy, mm-hmm. like who the fuck is you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't care about you. Like, I'm like acting unbothered or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, that not caring about people anymore and like not holding our hands through shit anymore and just being them and saying them and like being okay to be wrong, you know? Mm-hmm. I think that's pushing us forward, you know?
Yeah. I guess it just comes down to kind of what we were talking about at the beginning and personal perspective on things. Because in my eyes, most of what Lil Nas X stands for is more in line. You know, I think he's not wrong a lot of times. I think he stands for a lot of good things, you know?
He's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
But like, he's not like being soft with it. Like, he's very out there.
Yeah.
Like, he's very, very, and I think that's good. Mm-hmm. I think that's necessary. Mm-hmm. I think that him doing all that because he knows it's going to create a conversation. Mm-hmm. I don't think people used to do that. Yeah. I think that they used to have to be in a phase where, okay, if I want to get this across, it's something I got to like build up the fan base, like find out the most strategic way to maybe do this, you know? Mm-hmm. Like now you can kind of just, it's not as much responsibility. It's not, you don't have this responsibility. You just have to be yourself. Mm-hmm. Just be yourself, and being yourself is enough, and people can watch that and learn from that or just see you and then add or subtract from their life accordingly, maybe. But don't look to other people for your own self, you know.
Yeah.
It's
no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's too many opinions now. People think that you have to look for what everyone else is saying on something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's what music should I listen to, you know what I mean? Is it okay to support this artist, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And shit. That's a whole nother bag of worms. Like, do you think people should ask, like, is this okay to listen to?
No. You should decide for yourself.
I was about to say that, but then I think the only unique situation is stuff like if we ask a girl, should we listen to Tory Lanez?
Someone with like a different perspective?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like someone who like, yeah, like someone who like is more, I feel like that situation hits different.
But also I feel like we need to, like you said, look inward and have the empathy where we don't need to ask someone in a different community, oh, is this harmful for you? You know what I mean? I think we need to be able to do a better job at kind of feeling what other people feel, you know?
Yeah, probably, but we're never gonna do it. At the end of the day, I guess we're speaking very idealistically.
Yeah, but that's not a reason to stop trying.
Yeah, we're pushing it.
You know,
we're gonna change it. You know, and I think we are moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? Are we making any
as a
progress
society,
in this?
or you and me?
In music, I'm strictly speaking from a music perspective right now in the music community.
Mm-hmm.
Are we a community where now we're no longer? Are we less judgmental than we were before?
No,
more judgmental than ever.
Far more, yeah.
But
I think it does stem from a place of people wanting to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the whole, like, the population that dropped off of listening to Tory Lanez for a while, even if they liked him, it was like in an effort to be empathetic. You know, I might not understand it, but this is so jarring to so many people that I'm going to take this step. Even if it doesn't fully make sense to me, I'm going to try. You know, and I think that's why a lot of the times this shit does get totally misplaced and we're like, this is all fucked up and backwards. But I think it does come from a place from people trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, like there's just so much, like everyone has an opinion on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to either hate someone or love someone. You can just be neutral on a person, or you can I think you have a pretty good perspective with it, because you could take different aspects of people. You know, there's some things I enjoy. There's some things that I think that you do well. There's some things that I don't fuck with. You can separate the two. I guess. I think that's probably the best solution we have now. You don't have to make a complete opinion on someone. You don't have to be 100% one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's evaluate for yourself, what can you take away from this person that's beneficial to you, or what can you take away from you and what they had to say, whether it's listening to us ramble on about whatever the fuck we just talked about for an hour and a half and picking out the fucking 10 minutes of useful shit that we might have said, you know?
Yeah.
Listening to a fucking random rap album, picking out like the couple gym lines here, listening to a fucking interview, picking out some good questions here and there.
Totally. You pick and choose. I don't know, you gotta get nuggets from everyone and everything.
All right, let's wrap with what you been listening to, man. What's been some like just fun things that like something you want to talk about that you.
I've been listening to the Saw Baby album a lot. The new Saw Baby, Do It for Demon. I think it's really fun. I think he, I don't know. He does what a lot of my favorite like trap stars do, but just with a new kind of bite and a new voice. You know what I mean? It's nothing totally different. It's definitely reminiscent of Gunna, reminiscent of that kind of shit, you know, but like it's just a new bite and it's fun. So I've been listening to that a lot.
Where's he from?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides that, I mean, Rocky, obviously, since we got the new tape, I've been hearing a lot of that.
Hella Rocky.
The last 2 days I've been listening to strictly The Grateful Dead because that show was fucking amazing.
Give a shout out to Maxo.
Oh, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of the Maxo Cream album, Weight of the World. He's fire. He's just like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just has his flow, and he's executed for years, and he just keeps getting better. I think this was his most vulnerable album a lot, thanks to the production. I don't know. Brandon Banks was really vulnerable too. I really like the production on this new one though. I think it made for a lot of cool, like really mature pockets that he hasn't been in before. And besides that, let me get one more for you. Oh, I had a big Fugees run. Big Fugees run yesterday on the way home. I was listening to The Score. Love that album. What have you been hearing?
Man, hella Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Hella Lil Baby, hella Rocky. Like a lot. Like Voice of the Heroes and fucking Street Gossip is my favorite Lil Baby album.
Really?
I love, like, there's no misses on that.
Street Gossip is fire.
Section 8, fucking No Friends. Oh my God. That album, playing the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Shit. Like you said, like stupid amounts of Rocky. He's went up in my personal rankings a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite song by Rocky that I've been listening to is probably Babushka Boy.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
the self-proclaimed
right
Babushka
now.
Boy.
I'm the better Babushka Boy. you could come debate me on that. Pete my gram though. Go run that shit up for sure, bro. I'm gonna drop a fit pic soon. Yeah, bro. I don't really listen to music. Oh, Don Toliver is incredible. That album's flawless. That album is special as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm. And it just gets better and better the more you listen. It's really fucking good.
Houston is on a different time. All right, Rocky, you fuck nigga. You gonna release your old shit talking about Houston every fucking other song and have never done shit with Trav, Don Toliver. Click up.
Yeah.
We need that.
That would be fire.
That'd be really good.
It's coming on the EP that he's dropping in December. Yeah. That I've been talking about.
If that happens, I'll be so happy.
I will too.
I'll be so happy with new Rocky.
Rocky.
I think that's all I got, man.
That's pretty much all I got too.
Hey, thank y'all for rocking with us. Comment down below what you've been listening to. And while you're doing that, make sure to like, share, turn on notifications. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll catch you on the next one, man.
Peace.